Laci's all excited. Chloe's standing by like, I'm not sure. Laci was told she's going to the doggy doctor, and that excites her. The other girlies, they don't really like to go to the doggy doctor. I mean, they'll go and they'll cooperate, but especially Ellie. You tell Ellie she's got to go to the doggy doctor, she runs and hides, see? She's moving away. But Laci's going to the doggy doctor. Are you going to go to the doggy doctor? Yeah. All right, Mommy's got to get her coat. Laci, are you excited? Are you going to go to the doggy doctor? When I opened the door, she was all hopping around, but I had to get my camera out. Good girl. See, she'll willingly go in the car. The other ones, you got to kind of force them in there. She's a lot like Lucy. Laci, she's spunky like Lucy. The other two are real quiet. And Lucy loved to get in the car. She likes to get in the car too. Chloe likes to go for car rides. Like if you say we're just gonna go bye-bye, she wants to get in the car. Ellie, you tell her doggy doctor or bye-bye, she goes away. She does not like car rides. When she was a puppy, she used to get car sick. And I think that's why she doesn't, she associates being nauseated with getting in the car. So anyway, garage door's going up. Time to get rolling. Lace. This is the same room that they put dogs down to. And Lucy was just over there, early November. But it was so peaceful. They just gave her the shot. She looked because, she felt the pinch. And then she just quickly laid her head down, went to sleep. What do you hear? I heard a cat screeching behind that door. They have some vet cats that they keep here. Lace. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Go outside. This is the excitement that we get when we come home from the doggy doctor. It doesn't matter what girlie's going to the doggy doctor. It's full on excitement when we get home. Okay, so what am I doing today? Guess what? This is kind of like, I don't know, a chilling out day. Because I have a little bit of cleaning I'm probably going to do, like, basically the house is clean and tidy, but I might do like extra things, like I might, polish up my appliances here in a little bit and that sort of thing. I did need to go and get those other books for the new boy that's in Alex's class, but Carly, she works close to where that store is at, Ollie's. So she's going to pick those up after work, so I don't have to go run that errand today, which is nice, because I already ran one errand. That's enough for me today. And I'm just going to have some more coffee here and try to get stuff back in my drawer. And so that shot that Laci had to get today, that's her Percortin. She needs that for her Addisons. And then she takes steroids every day, so the shot's once a month. And she has to have that because Addison's, people can get that too. Just gonna go back out. They can't. There's a hormone that's produced in all of our bodies, even people, that helps us to handle stress and helps us to be equipped to handle stress. And those of us have been under a lot of stress. Isn't it a good thing that our bodies naturally produce that? Even for people that have Addison's, they have to have injections. They have to be on lifetime medicines. And Laci, like the Percortins, like I said, it's once a month for the rest of her life, and she's on 2 steroid tablets every single day for the rest of her life. But that's just what happens. She's healthy in every other way, and when she gets close to her shot, coming due or like she was past due. I missed my weekend appointments because I don't do weekend appointments. I do all my appointments, all my errands during the week, because on the weekend, like if I have to run out, it's like a shopping thing. Usually the weekends, you know, I'm focused on cleaning, especially Fridays and Saturdays. Sunday, I don't do anything. And the last 2 Saturdays, well, the first Saturday after a month long, I couldn't remember what her appointment was. And they usually call the day before. They didn't call me that Friday to remind me. And so we missed the appointment. And then last Saturday, they did call, but I still missed the appointment because I slept in late and I missed the appointment. They only do the appointments early in the morning, 7:50 or 8:10. It's like those are only 2 choices during the day that you can get that done. So anyway, I missed it, and then they could only get me in today. Thursday was the earliest. So she's 2 weeks behind her shot. So she did okay. What happens is she gets a little timid, you know, because a little bit nervous because, you know, she doesn't have that hormone that's helping her with her stress issues. And probably you all are going to ask me in comments, which I brought it up to the person I spoke with on the phone. Why couldn't they have just squeezed her in? Yeah, that's what I wondered too, because I think normally they would, and quite honestly, I think if I spoke with somebody else over at my vet's office that they would have, because my vet's office is very good. I love them over there. But it's the person that I spoke with. I've had one other run-in with this lady before. Let me just tell you, when she talks to you on the phone or talks to you in person, she smiles and she talks to you nice and everything, but it's her manner and how she does it. Like, you know, when I told her on the phone this last Saturday that I missed the appointment, I said, listen, I said, last week was not my fault. You guys didn't call me to remind me. Yeah, you did call me last night and I forgot, but you know, I shouldn't have even had an appointment on the weekends because I will not remember weekend appointments. And I told her, I said, listen, I'm just 5 minutes down the road. It only takes 2 minutes to get the injection in the syringe and come out and inject it in her. I said, that's 2 minutes of your time. That's not backing up your day. That's not, you know, holding you guys up. You know, can I just go ahead and come in? And she was like, no. She says, we do everything by appointment. And then, you know, when I talked about, you know, missing the last Saturday before that, she was like, well, you know what? We scheduled you. You just didn't show up. That was her attitude. It was like really cold, and I did not like that. And you know what? If I would talk to the vet about it, and that's probably another thing you all will say, Sandy, you need to bring that up to the vet. I probably should. I thought about it. I was so mad last weekend. Quite honestly, I thought I'll keep all my other pets over there, but maybe Laci, I need to find another vet just to take her. Somebody that would be a little bit more flexible and, oh yeah, you're just a few minutes from here, no problem, just come on now. It's just a shot. It's a shot. It's not going to back up anybody's day. But you know, that person over there evidently is like Rain Man, the person that I talked to, because it's like, nope, we do everything and by appointment. And I was just really upset about it. And as far as turning her in, I thought about it. I was going to talk to the vet tech today. Nobody up front, because people that are just there to schedule your appointments and take your payments and all that, what are they really understanding about bedside manner and that sort of thing? So I was thinking about talking to the vet tech today. And the more that I mulled it over this morning, I thought it's just best not to do it. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I wouldn't want anybody to get in trouble, or if if we decided that we wanted to leave and if that lady got fired for something like that, what if she really needs that job? I don't want to be responsible for somebody getting in trouble or getting fired or anything like that. And so, you know what? I just went there today. It was like, hello. I was just very quiet. I wasn't my normal perky self. I was just, hi, how you doing? Here's the payment. Bye. See ya. I didn't even say Merry Christmas. I was still a little bit upset about what had happened, and I thought, if I just go in there a little bit with a cold attitude, maybe they will understand something's wrong. But then again, they might think, oh, well, maybe she's just having a bad morning. But anyway, so that's what happened with Laci's shot. this last time. So, and the thing is, and like what I was trying to explain, this is the thing that got me upset when I spoke to that vet tech. Not the vet tech, the lady that answers the phone. When I spoke to her on Saturday, I told her, I said, listen, my dog has Addison's. Addison's can be a life-threatening disease. Seriously. I mean, there's dogs that have had Addison's that have gone out in their backyard, started running around playing, and because, you know, that gets all their excitement up and everything, and they've dropped over dead of a heart attack. Seriously. So, go on, Binks. So I told the lady, I said, listen, we're already a week late on her shot. She has to have it every 30 days. And the vet even told me that when she was first diagnosed. He said, she has to be here every 30 days. You could give or take a day early or a day late, but every 30 days. And, you know, she was like, well, you know, we scheduled and you didn't come. And I said, I can't understand why I can't just come here for a shot. It's just going to take 2 minutes of your time. And she was like, no. She goes, we do everything by appointments. I said, well, when's your next appointment? And then she was telling me Thursdays, which is today. And I said, that's almost another week out. I said, that's putting her 2 weeks out from her shot. Don't you understand? Mandatory. Every 30 days she has to have this shot. And that's when she was like, we scheduled you for your appointments. You know, I can't help it that you didn't show up. That was what she said to me. And that just really, that ticked me off. It's like, don't say things like that to me. And because seriously, like I said, I was this close to just pulling out of that vet's office and start taking Laci somewhere else. And I haven't ruled it out. I might. I don't want to because I love them over there. But if I have to do, let me just put it this way. If it happens to me one more time, I will be pulling her out of there. And I will not be telling the vet tech all this that has happened. I will be telling the vet himself. So while I had peppers and onions frying over here at my stove, because I'm going to make an omelet for my breakfast today. It's been a while since I had an omelet. I thought I would give you an update. The dogs are back out, sorry. I'd give you an update on our chicken idea. I've been wanting to have chickens. And I knew that the township over from us, you have to have the 4 acres. I don't know if that's a state law or if it's just a township to township law, but Joe went over there yesterday to the township office and they told him the same thing. To have what is considered farm animals, and chickens are farm animals, you must have at least 4 acres because you just need 4 acres to consider yourself a farm or a small farm, like a homestead or whatever. So I guess if I had 4 acres, I could have a cow if I wanted to. It's for all farm animals. I could have pigs, as long as I have 4 acres. So anyway, chickens. Yeah, even chickens, you have to have 4 acres. So I can't have my chickens. But the thing is, we have a lot of Amish around us, and if I want any farm fresh eggs, you know, they sell them. They even have the signs outside of their driveways and that, you know, for whatever produce they sell, or, you know, farm fresh eggs, you know, that they sell them to. So anyway, it just would have been nice to have chickens, but it's okay. Today was the first day that I saw a birdie. Well, a couple birdies were out there. And, well, let me zoom back in. You can see where they've pecked down through the snow in several different places there. So the birds have been coming. And hopefully the birds kind of remember from memory that there was birdseed here before. Hopefully getting some of the same birds back, I should say, because I just put that out there this past week, so a few days ago. I don't know how birds find birdseed. Like if they were, you know, a bird that's not familiar with this area flying by, how they would know that that's there. Unless, I don't know, they got that really good eyesight. So they could be flying way up high in the sky and look down and see things. So I guess their eyesight's supposed to be pretty amazing. So anyway, even though the snow has covered the birdseed, they have found it, and that makes me happy because I knew this would happen. It would start to get really cold like it is now, and the ground's going to start freezing up. Snows are here. This is our second snow, and they're going to have a hard time finding food. And now the squirrels are probably going to have a hard time finding stuff to eat too. So I've got those peanuts. I haven't seen any squirrels yet, but as soon as I see them, I'll toss some peanuts out to them. I don't think I ever told you, maybe I did. When I lived in Ohio, after Harry and I were first married, there was this one squirrel. He was a little baby. He came as a little guy. And I don't know if he ever had a mother because I never saw him with any other adult squirrels. And he would come and he looked like he was hungry. So I started giving him peanuts. And he'd come every single day to my door. And I had a sliding door like this. He'd come every single day. And it was nice outside too, so I could leave the sliding screen door there. And he would come and I'd hear him scratching on the aluminum frame. And I'd go over there and there he was. And I'd open the door and he'd just wait. And I, fed him so many times that after a while, he gained a lot of trust with me that instead of throwing him peanuts or just putting it down, I held it in my hand. And when I first did that, he looked at me really strange, like, because there's a trust issue there, But he eventually took it. He did it really fast and scampered away. He only took one. And anyway, every day after that, he just got so used to coming that he would sit there. I would just leave my hand out. He'd take one peanut. He'd bite off all the shell and everything, eat the peanut, get another one. He wouldn't scamper away anymore after that. Then he got used to coming in my house. I actually would open the door and I would let him in my house. And he would come into my dining room because my dining room was over there at that house. And he'd come in and he'd come over to the bag of peanuts. I got him where he actually came over to the bag of peanuts. And I would grab a handful of peanuts for him and I'd sit there and then he would eat and make a little mess with his shells. I'd have to clean it up and everything after he left. But it was not long after I got him so used to coming to my house and gaining trust with me that where he actually came into my house that it was only a little while after that he never came back. And he started growing too. He started getting bigger and everything. And I don't know if he just went away, he found somewhere else to go, but I don't think so. When an animal knows that they have a food source, they kind of will stay nearby. I'm thinking he probably got hit by a car or some animal got him or something like that. But I was really sad because he almost became like a pet. I had fed him so much. And especially with wild animals, wild little things like that, little critters, you have to gain trust. They have a natural instinct in them where they fear man, and so you have to build that trust with them, and it takes a while. And like I said, he was just a little guy when he first started coming. And like I said, I think maybe his mom might have been hit by a car or something because he didn't have anybody. I think that's why he kept coming, because I would feed him. And then, he started growing because this was over months, and he actually got really big. And yeah, as soon as I got him where he came in my house and he was starting to come in my house, then all of a sudden, boom, he just was never there anymore. And I missed that squirrel. I really liked him. You know how I use my Wyman stainless steel sheets? They have it in the spray now. And I thought that I would try this. I used it once before, so this is my second time using it. So yeah, you just spray, and you have to have a clean cloth. You could probably use microfiber, but whenever I'm doing like any dusting and like buffing, because you need to do this to clean it really good, and as all of this starts to do its job in cleaning, where it's still kind of wet, you need to get the drier side of the cloth. I just always find that cloth diapers work the best. And there is the after, all nice and shiny. So now I've got to do my microwave. This part of my stove, I clean all of this with like Windex. So this is like before. See, it's kind of shiny. See, like you can see some stuff there. Just like schmutz in there. So I'm doing like befores and afters. And I don't know if you can see that up there. No, see, everything's just too shiny, but like there's stuff up there. So I gotta clean these now. This is a recipe from Linda over at Linda's Pantry. And she did hers in a crock pot. I moved my crock pot. I think it's downstairs and I don't feel like going down to get it. So I'm just gonna do mine on the stove. What you need for this recipe is you need 1 bag of hash browns. Now I think this is to like to feed, I don't know, 4 or 5 people. You need, so 1 bag of hash browns. You need 1 quart of chicken broth, okay? And you need 1 package of this country gravy. It's the sausage flavor. And you mix it with 1/2 cup of water. Okay, so I'm doubling everything. So I have 2 packages of this in 1 cup of water. I have 2 quarts or 8 cups of, there's water in there now with my Knorr's concentrate. I love these because Linda used her canned chicken broth, and this is concentrate. When you add it to water, it's like, well, it's not like, it is. It reconstitutes, and it's pure chicken broth. So 1 packet to 3 cups of water is what the recipe says. So I just have a couple extra cups of water in there to bring it up to the 8 cups. So I'm gonna let this heat up so this can finish mixing through. Then what she does is she dumps in her potatoes. So I'm dumping in 2 bags of potatoes and then dumping in this gravy mixture. And you can put onions, peppers, you could put ham in it, whatever you like in your potato soup. When you get ready to serve, if you want to put cheese in it or whatever, you can do that as well. Because my boys are picky with all the onions and everything, I'm going to put onion powder in it just to give it the flavoring of it. And I might go ahead and grill some onions, saute them for me and Carly, and we can just put them in our soup. You could probably put carrots in this. You can put whatever you really want to put in your potato soup. But this is just going to be a general plain soup today with the bread. And that's what we're having for dinner. Okay, it's steaming there, and my concentrate got mixed in. So you see that? That is like lovely chicken broth. I love that Knorr's stuff. So Carly's going to dump in the potatoes. And Linda does this in a crock pot. She puts it on in the morning, early in the morning, and she puts it on low. She goes to work, and then when she comes home, it's ready. Go ahead, dump it in. And then the last thing that we need is this gravy stuff. Carly's getting that too. And you probably need to obviously add some salt and pepper to season it. And there we go. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is just bring this up to a boil, since I'm not using a crock pot, to get it good and hot. And then I'm going to turn it down and let it cook. I'm going to simmer it, but not on a real low simmer. I'll have it up on a high simmer. And then come and stir it a few times, and then if I need to turn it down, because it's just now going to be 2 o'clock. We're not going to be eating till 4:30. So we still got plenty of time. And, these are just the frozen potatoes, so it's, it's not going to take long for all of this to cook. Okay, so I just need to season it up. I'll probably throw some parsley in here too. Oh, you know what I put in here sometimes? Ha ha. See, this is where I fool my boys. When I want onions and, because they don't like onions, I will still put onion powder, but I have chives. I put chives in there because I put parsley and they just think it's part of the parsley, so they don't know. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some parsley in there, and salt, pepper, onion powder, and I'm going to put some chives in. And then after it starts cooking down, I'll show it to you. So it's din time. And here is the soup. Linda's is a little bit darker looking. I don't know if maybe her bone broth was a little bit darker. Mine was pretty close to what hers looked like on camera, but she also put peppers and that sort of thing in her soup. But anyway, that's dinner today. So here's my soup with cheese. I love potato soup with cheese. And I have a slice of bread. And I've got Christmas cards. My friend Debbie in Kentucky sent me a card, and I'm friends with her niece Melissa, and her family sent us a card, and my Aunt Jean sent us a thank you card because I sent her a gift. And this one was from my friends Ruben and Chi, who live in California. So everybody's coming in the kitchen now to get their dinner, and this is going to be it for me today. I did a nice little lengthy chat. This video is going to be long enough as it is. So I'm going to go enjoy my dinner. I will see you guys in tomorrow's Vlogidays. Take care. Bye.